Hello Internet. So today I want to run through a way to fix your Samsung Galaxy S3 when it starts going into this boot up loop that you see over here. Um, Basically what's happened here is that the power button has got stuck. So I went through a couple of suggestions from the internet about banging the power button and things like that. That didn't really work. So the next option is really take the phone apart, which isn't that hard actually. So I'm going to walk you through that now. So first thing is you need to take off the back cover and remove the battery. Take out your SIM card and your SD card, and then get yourself a very small screwdriver. You also want a soft surface to work on, which I don't have at the moment, but just so you don't scratch your screen more. You're going to remove, let me zoom in here. So there's 10 screws throughout the phone that you need to remove. They're quite small, so you're going to need a small tip screwdriver. So let's just start with a quick. You probably want something like a glass or something just to put the screws in, so you don't lose any of them. Now, I've got another video showing what this problem looks like if you've got the phone plugged in and charging. Basically, it's just going to show the empty battery thing with a circle on, and it'll just keep doing that even if the battery is full. So initially my first thought was that my battery was dead. Given up the ghost because it is quite old, but I didn't have a spare battery and I wasn't really willing to wait for one to find out. So some of these screws can be quite difficult to get out. Get right close to the end. But anyway, we'll get them out. You know, it's just a dead pixel on my display now as well, so hopefully with just doing this that might hopefully also get fixed. But that might be wishful thinking. So one thing you do want to do is just ground yourself before you start this on like a kitchen tap or something like that, just so any static electricity that you've got on your body just goes to that instead of into your phone, because it can absolutely wreck it. If you've got an anti-static working surface, that's just way better, but most people probably wouldn't. Sorry for the camera angle. One stubborn screw left. Match it a bit. wouldn't really recommend the banging method. Trying to fix your button, I think you'll probably just do more damage than good. Especially if you hit the screen in the wrong angle, you might crack the screen. Okay. I'll leave him in there for now. Hopefully we can work around it. I want to lift this up now. Can be a little bit stubborn. There we go. So that's the... And this is basically what your inside of the phone looks like. So there are a few key things that we need to look out for. So we need to get the zoom right. So at the bottom here of the phone, there is another screw. In my case, it's a little black screw. It's smaller than all the other screws that you've dealt with so far, so just keep that one aside from all the others. You'll need it. And then we've got to release the antenna connector over here. It is quite small, so be careful in how you release it. What I'd suggest is actually getting a flathead screwdriver for this, and some of the other bits you'll need. So, but you could probably get away with the same one that you were using. So just move that away. And what we're going to do is just try. What we're going to do now is just remove the connectors and the other connectors. So there's one over here, there's one over there, let's see, one up top here, and another one over there. So these are quite simple, and one over here as well. Sorry. So we just pop them off gently, but I won't put too much pressure on. And pop this one off. And then the one at the bottom over here. We're now going to remove the speaker, disconnect the speaker part, lift it off. This is kind of difficult, but it will come out. A little bit of force. Zoom out again. This was the hardest part of this whole thing. So, for me anyway. Might be a breeze in your phone. So, just gotta find a place for a lift off. Try not to break the plastic. There we go. So it's just got a little clip. There we go. It's off. So that's a speaker. So you got your camera over here. Zoom in again. It is quite loose, so just be careful with it. Don't want to break that. And then the trick is just to lift these connectors again. So move them out the way, and then try and lift the board out. gently. Okay, so it's going to be a little difficult to see, but let's see if we can get it focused. It's basically this little micro switch over here is your power button. You should be able to push it and see if it bounces back. It should have a bit of spring to it, a bit of a clicking feel. If it just pushes in and doesn't come back out, then that switch is broken, and then you'll need to replace it, which I'd probably just take it to a shop and let them do it then. Unless you try to find it online, but it's going to be hard enough for an average person to do the soldering, I think. But I found on mine this switch is perfectly fine, so it'll probably be the same.